Hey, what's up you guys? Shardimus Prime here, doing another unedited Marvel Legends action figure review. Edited videos won't be gone forever. They will come back. It's just a little bit worse than I thought it was going to be with the laptop. We'll get into that later on, or not at all, whatever you prefer. But hey, we're here to talk about figures, and we're going to talk about this Marvel Legends Spider-Man 2 GamerVerse Peter Parker in his Anti-Venom suit, which I wish they went with the regular Anti-Venom suit. There's a couple other ones to choose from. I have not unlocked level 9, so I'm only on level 7. But yeah, there's the blue version, there's the red version, and then there's the black and white version, which is the version that I would have preferred to have had, as opposed to this blue one, which doesn't even really look too accurate to how it looked in the game. There's all this texturing going on. It's a much darker blue than what we're seeing right over here. You can see in the photo on the back, that is how it looked in the game, or how it looks in the game, and it looks darker right over here to me than it does over here. I don't know, maybe if they mixed in a little bit more black paint with it, it would look a little bit more accurate to how it's supposed to be in the game. And again, I would have preferred to have had the regular version, and you can see an image right over there, and I'm trying to make the lighting look as good as possible. So let's get to it and crack this thing open. I actually did play around with this figure a little bit already, and you know, I like adding the different Spider-Man to my shelves. It's just, I have my preferences as far as which ones to add. And I feel like a regular white and black Anti-Venom suit would have just been preferred overall. Oh yeah, we get this webbing over here, which we've seen a whole bunch of times in the past. So with my iPhone, we're going to get a nice clean zoom in on this thing without any blurriness whatsoever, right? God damn it, I hate it when that happens. Could be so frustrating. See, this is the stuff I would edit out because it's boring. All right, there we go. Now it looks pretty good. So yeah, I like the translucent webbing. It's like some of my favorite. That looks really nice. And we get a solid set of 6 hands, and we get the 2 heads. So you have the options right over here to either get this one set up. Let me adjust the lighting appropriately. There you go. And then you can see we get this head as well. So I will do some subtle color correcting, not color correcting, but exposure correcting before I post this. So maybe it's a little bit brighter than what I'm seeing right over here. If it looks overexposed, you know, forgive me. But yeah, the head actually looks okay. And it does seem, it looks like they just barely got that texturing in the head. It's not as super smooth as the rest of this figure. Very interesting. Okay, I did not expect that. So just a very, very subtle touch of texturing, which you can see there. Not as much with this head. This one's a bit smoother. These eyes do look pretty cool, but oh, man, I'm good. I'm gonna leave this head on there. That's the one I want. But just so you can see it, because I'm sure you're curious, and that's what a review's for, is, you know, demonstrating and stuff. And let's see if we can keep this video under 10 minutes. That's the goal here. That does look pretty cool too. Now we have the updated Sunfire body mold. This is not the first Spider-Man that we've seen with the Sunfire body mold. We have the inverted Future Foundation version right here, which is older and has the pins. And shout out to Pixel Phantom. He's the one who actually made the first big time Spider-Man with the Sunfire body mold. But yeah, you can see those two side by side. The paint applications actually look fairly clean to me. I don't have a whole lot of complaining to do with the way they're applied right over here. And I do like that we get a little bit of a pearlescent look to the white, a little bit. I don't know. It shines. Other times it looks a little on the dull side, but you can see how it's reflecting light as I twist it ever so slowly like that. See if they got the lines. Yes, they got the logo and the lines all the way in there through the joints. So I like that. You get that hole on there still. Good looking paint on the butterfly joints. Tiny micro gaps, you know, tiny little specks of gappage. You can see some gappage right over there. So not 100% perfect, but mostly looks pretty good. And I do like the shiny, reflective blue color. You know, again, it's just not the suit that I would have preferred to have had, you know, before. And you can see some marbling right there. So yeah, the white and black is the one that I would have preferred to have seen first for sure, but you can see that marbling going crazy right there in the calves. I don't know what the deal with that is. Doesn't seem like we have much marbling going on the rest of the figure. A little bit right there on the bicep. So not a lot, but it's just like bloom all over the side of the calf right over there and on the heels. Feet look pretty good. I do like that he comes with the standard 3 sets of hands. So you have the fists right over there, you have your thwippers, and you have your crawlers. So that's good that they are all included right over there. As far as comparisons go, I'm going to go ahead and compare them to all the other figures from this wave. So you can see, and I actually finally found my super expensive advanced suit PS5 Spider-Man figure right over there. So there's those two side by side. And once again, we have the Future Foundation version right over here, utilizing the same body mold, just not as updated, you know. This one's got the pinless, this one doesn't. So I do like that we have the pinless on this one. And damn it, just to see these two side by side, that's one thing I wanted to show off in my review of Miles figure. The blues don't match. But anyway, keeping this guy out here, putting him right over there, and comparing him to the black suit Spider-Man. I'm not going to bust out the Monster Venom. He's on my Dark Avengers display. And we have Black Cat right over here. I guess I will be reviewing the entire wave. I've seen that comment, so yeah, thank you so much. I do appreciate the question. And yeah, so there's all 4 of them. And then we have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man, and probably the worst Spider-Man figure ever made, the Big Time Letdown 6-Arm Spider-Man. Which one is worse in your opinion? I still think the 6-Arm is worse than the Big Time Letdown. Who would have thought you could make a worse figure than this right over here, right? Oh, anyway, that's my review, you guys. For this figure, I'm not going to give it a high stud rating because I am not that thrilled about it. It's not the design choice I would have preferred. I do like playing around with this body mold. Oh yeah, they used this body mold for the animated series 2-pack version. So I didn't bring that one down hanging from the ceiling. But yeah, it's fun to pose around. I actually dig the Sunfire body mold for Spider-Man. It does work for me. I guess my biggest gripe with this figure is the design selection and the color choice. I just feel like this blue is not as dark as it should have been. Maybe, you know, with the bad exposure or the bad lighting, it looks better. Or if you can get the right lighting, it can look better. But overall, it's missing the texturing that you see in the suit in the game. And it's got the wrong color. And it's not the one that I would have chosen to get. But if you just want a fun Spider-Man to play around with and you just want to add another Spider-Man to your Spider-Verse shelf, well, there you go. You get another Spider-Man figure. I'm going to put the other head sculpt on there. That's bothering me a little bit. Yeah, so it's fun to pose around and stuff. Not a terrible figure. I'm going to give him... he's getting a 6.8. Yeah, 6.8. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that join button if you wish to participate in the perks, because I still have perks coming to the Patreon, even though the laptop is out of commission right now. The laptop situation is just way much worse than I thought it was going to be, so it's going to just take longer than I thought for that to get fixed. So edited videos will be coming back. Stay tuned for that. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you later. Peace!